said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Cardinals will put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Picks up the first down, still moving. Turns on the Jets. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Gives it on the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Now improvising. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Dances away. And he'll just get rid of that one.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Complete on 3rd down. Touchdown Cardinals. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Working the middle, it's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs.
Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Grove. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Unleashes one. Got his man. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Moving out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. Oh, man, almost picked off in the end zone. What a red zone stop that would have been. It's third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got his man out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Cardinals are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on second down. They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback extends the play. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Punt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Now the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Job all the way around, got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
He's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
On third and short, the power run here. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Well, they're going with a run-pass option. Look, they're trying to get that first down. They hand it off, just not able to get it. It was a nice effort by the back, but ultimately now forcing fourth and short. And if I'm on offense, I think I'm staying on the field and going for this again.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And the try is no good. And they miss the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't...
Wide open spaces. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground. And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little...
Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything's done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the team.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Quick release on the RPO. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over BYU. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Still looking on the move. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
A strike downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because there's a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on first and goal.
Grab behind the line. It's Hodges. Touchdown, Cardinals! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. He'll pull it down and run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback may change this route. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Hit as he throws. Firing to the right, complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Leaves it with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. And it's caught. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Big fella moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go with the football that time. Great job by the defense watching the QB's eyes. And how about tackling the catch? He wasn't able to throw it deep down the field, but as soon as the guy made the snag, down he went.
Might be calling a hot route. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Finds him out of the backfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, gotta have it right now. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
He's got him. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He wants to throw it. Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So a drive there of 85 yards. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Corners are going to bail. Makes the grab. It's Hodges. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Turns it on in midfield. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pocket breaking down. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on fourth down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on fourth down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground and getting upfield.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the back. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of the